So this is ChatGPT simulating people with an IQ of 200, 100, 70, and 50, explaining why it rains. So the first one is pretend to be a person with an IQ of 200. Why does it rain? Rain is the result of a complex set of meteorological processes that occur in the Earth's atmosphere. Water vapor, which is a gaseous form of water, is present in the air we breathe, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. IQ of 100. Why does it rain? Well, when the ground gets too warm, the water in the air turns into tiny droplets, and when the droplets get too heavy, they fall to the ground. That's why it rains. It's like, dang, that's actually
true.
Pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretend to be a person with an IQ of 70. Why does it rain? It rains because the clouds up in the sky get so full of water that they can't hold it all, and it falls back down to the ground. And the ground gets all wet. That's how we know it rained. Okay. That's pretty good. I think that's accurate. Pretend to be a person with an IQ of 50. Why does it rain? It goes like Neanderthal. It rained because the sky cry. It gets sad and the tear fall down on ground. That's how it make everything wet. That's why it rained.
ChatGPT, or Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer, is a chatbot launched by OpenAI in November 2022. It is built on top of OpenAI's GPT-3 family of large language models and is fine-tuned with both supervised and reinforcement learning techniques. What is OpenAI? OpenAI is an American AI research laboratory consisting of the nonprofit OpenAI Incorporated and its for-profit subsidiary corporation OpenAI Limited Partnership. OpenAI conducts AI research to promote and develop friendly AI in a way that benefits all humanity. The organization was founded in San Francisco in 2015 by Elon Musk, Sam Altman, Peter Thiel, Reid Hoffman, Jessica Livingston, Ilya Sutskever, and others, who collectively pledged $1 billion. Musk resigned from the board in 2018 but remained a donor. Microsoft provided OpenAI a $1 billion investment in 2019 and a second multi-year investment in January 2023 reported to be $10 billion. How does ChatGPT work? OpenAI trained the language model by using reinforcement learning from human feedback. Human AI trainers provided the model with conversations in which they played both parts, the user and AI assistants. The original paper on generative pre-training of a language model was written by Alec Radford and his colleagues, and published in a preprint on OpenAI's website on June 11, 2018. It showed how a generative model of language is able to acquire world knowledge and process long-range dependencies by pre-training on a diverse corpus with long stretches of contiguous text. It is actually trivial to build a GPT-3 model. Only about 100 lines of code would do it. Training that thing is another story though. GPT-1, GPT-2, and GPT-3 are actually very similar in terms of architecture, differ mostly on the data and its size used for training and the number of transformer blocks with the number of incoming tokens. GPT-1 is mostly a set of 12 decoder transformer blocks put one after the other. The text data is encoded using a byte pair encoding. The position embedding is learned instead of the typical static sinusoidal one. The max length for consecutive tokens is 512. The top is simply a softmax layer adapted to the specific learning task. It has around 117 million parameters. GPT-2 has basically the same architecture as GPT-1, but the biggest model contains 48 transformer blocks instead. The second normalization layer is moved in the first position in a block, and the last block contains an additional normalization layer. The weights are initialized slightly differently, and the vocabulary size is increased. The number of consecutive tokens is increased to 1024. It has around 1.5 billion parameters. GPT-3 has the same architecture as GPT-2, but the number of blocks increased to 96 in the bigger model, and the context size increased to 2048. The multi-head self-attention layers alternate between the typical dense ones and the sparse ones. It has around 175 billion parameters. GPT-1 is trained in a self-supervised manner and fine-tuned in a supervised learning manner. GPT-2 is trained in a fully self-supervised way, focusing on zero-shot transfer, and GPT-3 is pre-trained in a self-supervised manner, exploring a bit more the few shots fine-tuning. GPT-1 is pre-trained on the book's corpus dataset, containing 7,000 books amounting to 5 gigabytes of data, while GPT-2 is pre-trained using the web text dataset, which is a more diverse set of internet data containing 8 million documents for about 40 gigabytes of data. GPT-3 uses an expanded version of the web text dataset, 2 internet-based books corpora that are not disclosed, and the English language Wikipedia, which constituted 600 gigabytes of data. How big a deal is ChatGPT? It certainly made a big splash. ChatGPT is scary good. We are not far from dangerously strong AI, said Elon Musk, who was one of the founders of OpenAI before leaving. Sam Altman, OpenAI's chief, said on Twitter that ChatGPT had more than 1 million users in its first 5 days after launching. Altman told Musk the average cost of each response was in single-digit cents, but admitted it will need to monetize it eventually because of its eye-watering compute costs. Altman also noted the buzz around ChatGPT in a tweet. Interesting to me how many of the ChatGPT takes is either, "This is AGI," or "This approach can't really go that much further." Trust the exponential. Flat looking backwards, vertical looking forwards, he said. Is ChatGPT a good or bad thing? ChatGPT is an advanced chatbot that has the potential to make people's lives easier and to assist with everyday tedious tasks, such as writing an email or having to navigate the web for answers. However, there are certain technical details that have to be figured out before it's widely used to prevent negative outcomes such as the spread of misinformation. In general, AI and ML models rely on lots of training and fine-tuning to reach a level of ideal performance. Does it mean that AI is taking over the world? Not yet, perhaps, but OpenAI's Altman certainly thinks that human-style intelligence in AI is now not that far off. Responding to Musk's comment about dangerously strong AI, Altman tweeted, "I agree on being close to dangerously strong AI in the sense of an AI that poses, e.g., a huge cybersecurity risk. And I think we could get to real AGI in the next decade, so we have to take the risk of that extremely seriously too." He also noted, "Interesting watching people start to debate whether powerful AI systems should behave in the way users want or their creators intend." The question of whose values we align these systems to will be one of the most important debates society ever has. Why are some people worried about ChatGPT? People are expressing concerns about AI chatbots replacing or atrophying human intelligence. For example, the chatbot can write an article on any topic efficiently within seconds, potentially eliminating the need for a human writer. The chatbot can also write an entire full essay within seconds, making it easier for students to cheat or avoid learning how to write properly. This has led to some school districts blocking access to it.
Look at this. Let's say I have this problem. I just copy from my homework. I'll paste it, and within seconds, it literally shows you how to do it, says how to do the math, and at the end, the answer is, wait, it's coming. The answer is B. B. And then you can go to the exam, you go to B on number 5. Question 5. B.
Gone are the days of homework and open book exams.
In December 2022, the question and answer website Stack Overflow banned the use of ChatGPT for generating answers to questions, citing the factually ambiguous nature of ChatGPT's responses. In January 2023, the International Conference on Machine Learning banned any undocumented use of ChatGPT or other large language models to generate any text in submitted papers. In The Atlantic magazine, Stephen Markin noted that its effect on academia and especially application essays is yet to be understood. California high school teacher, author Daniel Herman wrote that ChatGPT would usher in the end of high school English. In the Nature journal, Chris Stockel-Walker pointed out that teachers should be concerned about students using ChatGPT to outsource their writing, but that education providers will adapt to enhance critical thinking or reasoning.
Audio Jungle.